Hey everybody, if you were watching the stream earlier, I was trying to describe how to make a short multi-track video, me myself playing 4 different parts and doing it all using just my phone and a computer and free software. So this is something you can do if you have the instruments or the voice and you want to do it recording on your phone, be able to edit it quickly and easily onto on a computer. And you need kind of a laptop for both. So first of all, I picked the music. This is a chorale. It's chorale number 3 out of 12 Bach chorales arranged by Louis Norfleet for band. And I picked 4 of the parts, which honestly, I did it super fast and on the fly, and I would have picked maybe different parts if I wasn't just kind of picking it on the fly in the stream. But what I did was to start, because what you need is a backing track. And that's why if you use an app like Acapella, it can be difficult to line things up correctly. You need something to play along with. So what I did is I used my computer. You can use a laptop. Every laptop has a microphone built into it. Use your laptop. I set my phone, a metronome on my phone, near my microphone. And then using Audacity, which is a totally free program. This is not what I want you to look at. That was a different experiment that did not go well. Audacity is a totally free program. Spelled like this. You can download it from here. You can download. It's great. It's super easy, free audio recording. It doesn't do a lot, but it records. And in this case, that's all we need to do is record. So if I play this, you'll see what I recorded. I put my metronome on my phone. You can hear it. It's kind of quiet, but you can hear it. And then 1, 2. Ready, and clap. All right, I clapped there, so that each time I did a take, I could clap with it, and I counted myself off. And then I played really just one of the parts, the bass part, right? So you can hear that there. Then to make it easier, from here, I exported it as a WAV file, because WAV is free with Audacity. It natively exports as WAV, it's easy. As a WAV file, close this. I don't want to, no. Sorry, don't want to say that. Now I put that into this folder here, where I then played it and on my phone, and I could have done it using my fancy camera setup I'm talking to now, but I was streaming at the same time and I really wanted to use my phone. Using my phone, I recorded 4 videos. Oh my goodness, that's funny because I'm in front of the green screen of the video, so it's green screening them out, but even on my phone. 4 videos of me playing each part, and then I uploaded them from my phone into a Google Drive folder. You can also just plug your phone into your laptop or your computer and get them off that way. I pulled them off here, and you see I actually have 2 copies of all of them here, which I don't need, but I labeled one of the copies as UF1, UF2, Trombone 1, Trombone 2. Then I opened them, I pulled them into a program called OpenShot. I'll go to openshot.org, and it's a totally free video editing software that's very simple. And then, here's what I did. And I can honestly redo this process step by step, but I'll show you. Basically, you start with this is sort of the finished product. And here you can see I added a little title card at the beginning. I like it when they stagger entrance. It's a stupid preference, but I enjoy it. It's crackling right now because it's not the most robust, but it works. So now, basically what I did is I pulled them out. You have this screen here, which is the files you're going to use, okay? And you hit this button up here to import files. You click whichever ones you want. You bring them in. Then here, just real quick. Well, no. Once they're there, then you drag them down you drag them down into here. This is your timeline, okay? And time moves with this guy. As that guy moves, it plays the different files. One of the things I really like about OpenShot for doing these videos is when you first bring a file down here, and if I do it into another track somewhere, well, let me. If we do it in another track somewhere like this, and just bring trombone 1 down here again, you'll see that it takes over the entire thing at first. But all you have to do is click and do layout and say quarter size bottom right, a quarter size bottom left, whatever. And it just goes plink, and it'll stick it right in the, let's see, quarter size, where did I put it? Layout, quarter size center even, we'll do that. Stupid. So now it's there. If you know, and you get the other two, you could flip this one around and maybe have all 5 like that if you wanted to. But that's how I got those in the perfect quarters like that. All I do is hit the buttons. It's really neat. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't want it. Then also, and I don't know if I can go far enough back for any of them, but if I zoom back, you'll see that all I did was line up the claps. It's pretty simple. You just line them up because you can using the keys, the arrow keys on your computer. You can move frame by frame, so you can simply click until you see the clap happen, and then just move them together until you can move you can hit left, right, left, right, left, right, and you'll see yourself going over and over again, right? And that way you know it's pretty close. Also, you can adjust easily, little bits here and there. Again, these were all recorded on my phone, dumped into my computer, put in this free software. Now, if you were watching the stream, you saw that I got this far really quickly and easily. In total, with playing all the parts and explaining it and using software I'd never used before, it took me roughly half an hour to be ready to like export and be done. But the problem was then I exported the final video, and when I played it, it was giving me really weird, like overblown sound. It sounded horrible. It was all staticky. Well, what I discovered is there's no compression of the audio built into OpenShot because it's free software, whatever. Compression basically just means a limiting of volume, right? Like it's a compressor, just keeps kind of the volume within a certain range to keep it from completely blowing things out. So it didn't have that. So with 4 different audio sources from these videos, it was getting really just blown up. So what I discovered what I had to do was, and this is really simple, but it's very important, and you wouldn't think about it otherwise, because while it's in here, it sounds fine. Actually, this is not a good example because I've already adjusted this volume, but what you'll find is while you're editing, it still sounds fine before you do this next step, but you need to do this next step or everything will be blown out. Click on each one of these videos, go down to volume, hit entire clip, and I chose 30% for each one. Hit 30% for each one, entire clip, 30%, just go all the way down. If you don't do that, when you compile the final video, the audio will be all blown out, it'll sound super loud, it'll be horrible, okay? Don't do that. So, do this, change each one to 30%, then just go up to export video. I'm not going to do it again, but the format it comes in is usually fine, MP4. If you're on a Mac, you might want to do MOV, stick with the 264. And that should be good. And then you hit export, it takes a little while, and then it dumps it into whatever folder you want to dump it into. You can tell, but mine dumps it right back into this folder with everything else. And then you have a finished multi-track video. And you can upload it to YouTube, you can upload it directly to Facebook, you can put it wherever. Now, what I didn't do, one of the things I didn't do with this that you might want to do is you can have Audacity recording on your computer at the same time as when you are recording the video on your phone, right? This would mean each time you played, you'd be playing against the last track you played, which was something I did not do. I went the fast route, and I recorded each part separately. And right there's the problem, right? That octave of the third of the chord, of the Picardy third octaves, was fairly out of tune. It's kind of crunchy, I admit. Right? Well, I was doing it on the fly. I did it super fast. If you can actually see how fast I did it all in the live stream, but that's in the live stream video. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can, I don't know a ton about this software, I just figured it out today, but it's pretty simple. OpenShot seems to be pretty robust and pretty easy to put things together. So feel free to ask me questions and all that. Hopefully this is an informative video for both students looking to have some fun playing some videos and band directors who might be looking to put some stuff out as well. Okay, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to catch some live streams and see other videos like this in the future. All right, thank you so much. It's Mr. Weed. See ya.